Today we're going to focus on a OEC 9800 and we're going to show how to remove and replace the X-ray tube. All right, first thing what we're going to want to do is make sure that your center column is up to at least 30, and I'll show you why. We're going to want to roll this C-arm in a position where we can access the screws to these covers. First thing to come off is this fan cover here, and we got two finishers, and there'll be two screws behind here. Then what you want to do is pull this off. Now they all have a cooling fan here that's got this harness, and with all these wires in here you want to pay special attention because they're small and kind of fragile. Now we can pull some of these other wires. You're going to have a temp sensor. Okay, you got a ground strap here that's screwed into the tube itself that needs to come off. Okay, now we have two screws that are down in here that hold this top cover on. This is where you want to make sure you have a magnet available, because you don't, when you unscrew the screws, you don't want them to fall down inside the C. So I usually put my magnet up here so I can catch them as they come out. There's a little A stamped into the back of the tube here to indicate the anode. We definitely don't want to get these two mixed up, so I always mark them, C and A. Then you take your spinner wrench and just loosen these up. You have a little C washer clamp in there that you want to make sure you don't drop. You should have some paper towel available because this is all greased. I'll move up to the cathode, which is the same thing. Just pull it straight out and catch your washer. Now we can roll this back around. Now this cover has a latch in the front. All you need to do is slide this forward and it lifts right off. Now the next step is to remove the collimator. It's got one connector. Now collimator is going to have 4 screws, 2 in the front and 2 down here below. Just loosen all 4 of those. And then collimator just lifts straight up. Okay, now we've accessed the 6 screws, 4 here and 2 here. This weight has to come off first. They actually hold the tube to the C-arm. We'll go ahead and take these 2 out. Okay, we have 4 retaining bolts left. The tube itself is fairly heavy, so you're either going to have another person or something to hold this under. What I usually use is my nice stool here, and it acts as a, I can bring it up like that. That'll hold the weight up, and I can remove these 4 remaining screws. These are Allen head bolts, 3/16. Okay, at this point we should mention that your orbital brake, the II and the tube, when they're on here, this is center balanced. If you removed once, the II tends to want to roll. You want to make sure that you got this on and this works well so this doesn't move once you take the tube off. Okay, we have the last 4 bolts out. Now all I do is grab my stool and push it down and the tube comes off. Okay, to reinstall, we just roll this back under here. That's why I like using the stool, because it's kind of a lift. You want to make sure you line your holes up. Make these fairly snug. Now we can reinstall the collimator. The collimator has a couple alignment pins. You want to make sure you line them with the holes. On your top cover, you have this bracket here that has to slide underneath this notch. So we lay it on and push it back, and then I'm going to roll this C back up so we can access the HV cables. You're going to need some Dow Corning number 4 electrical insulating compound. Spread this on here. Use your knife, make sure it's covered all the way around. Just a little bit on the top. The reason we use a butter knife is to put these little grooves in the compound that lets the air escape once you plug it in. And we mark these with a C and an A. What you want to do is push this in and out after you line up the pins so that the air come out. Now your little C washer has 3 little notches here to line up with pins. So you want to make sure you get those lined up as well. And then you just take your ring, make sure you got it threaded in here correctly. And take your spinner wrench and tighten this up. It doesn't have to be real tight, but to snug. And we'll do the same with the anode. And we can go through and reattach all of our connectors. Again, OEC is pretty good about marking the connectors where they go. We have the ground strap. Then you just reinstall your screws in here and your little finishers. That's pretty much it for the X-ray tube. If you have any more questions or concerns, please feel free to contact us at blockimaging.com.